Subject is English of standard 5th and the name of the lesson is Write Your Own Story. Students, today we are going to learn to write a story of our own. Okay? Write your own story. These students are very enthusiastic and they are saying that we will write our own story. They are very happy and they are ready to write their story. Here you can see teacher and children both are ready. Teacher is ready to teach and children are ready to learn. Yes, here she made a group of 5 students. Okay, and she said, I will give you some lists that are under the heading of A, B, C, D and E. Each person in the group is given only one column to choose from. From column A, one person chooses any 5 characters. From column B, another person can choose any 5 characteristics or qualities for these chosen characters. From columns C, D and E, the 3 remaining children choose the story type, the period and one setting, that is place, respectively. After everyone has chosen, you put all the elements together and build a story or a play with it. These instructions are given by the teacher. Now, here again she tells that 3 important things that to follow. You have to follow 3 most important things. The story must have first, beginning, second, some events or actions, third, and end. Here these 3 elements are necessary in the story, she said. Now, story should be like this. She explained more clearly. It should be like a caterpillar. See how the caterpillar has the beginning, its face, isn't it? And here we can see 2 parts. There are some actions or events. And last, it is an end. Like this, the story should flow. And all 3 here means that beginning, events and end should go smoothly. They must be connected to each other. Okay, these instructions are given by the teacher. Now we can see here the 5 columns. That is first one, A, characters. Here the students from each group, they have to select 5 characters from this column. Students, we will go through one by one. Okay, first one is magician. You know magician who does the magics, correct? You can see here he is a magician. Okay, second one is school girl, that you know, correct? School girl. Next is school boy, isn't it? School boy, this also you know. Then next one is mouse. You can take the character mouse, that is rat. Okay, and you can write a story on that. Next one is thief. See here, thief, chore. Okay, next is soldier. See this, He is a soldier, isn't it? Next, farmer, kisan. You can write a story on farmer. Dinosaurs, you know this, isn't it? Next one is merchant. Merchant means, see here, a shopkeeper who has a shop, who has a business is called merchant. Okay. Next is king, queen. This you are familiar with, isn't it? Next, dog. Next, scientist who makes the experiments. He is called scientist. Then a superhero. You know this character very well. That is Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. All these are superheroes. Okay. Next is robot. See this. This is a robot. Okay. Next one is detective. See, they take the crime cases. Pradyuman, CID, all these, they are detectives. Okay, CID. Next is neighbor. Neighbor, you know, your neighbors, persons. Okay. Next is elf. Elf means this is a small imaginary person. Okay. And with pointed nose and all that. You know that Pinocchio, that is an elf. Okay. Next is acrobat. See this picture. They are doing the acrobatics and they are called as acrobat. Okay. Next is pilot. Yes. Is the pilot who flies the aeroplane. Okay. He is called pilot. Then hawker. You can see this. Okay. This person is called as hawker. He sells the materials or any vegetables, fruits on the wheel, okay, on the road, that is called as hawker. Okay. Here you can choose any character from these given characters. How many characters you have to choose here? Any 5 characters. You have to use these characters and then you will choose the characteristics. See, this is B, characteristics, or we can say quality. Okay. Here you know these are the different qualities listed. First one, brave. Brave means you know that courageous, brave, isn't it? Next one is coward. Coward means afraid. Bitra, darpok. Okay. Next one, wicked. Wicked means very cruel. Got this? I am telling the meaning of these words. Next one is kind. Kind means who shows the pity. Karuna, kind. Okay. Weak. You know that he is a weak boy. Means you know this. Okay. Bullying. Bullying means gundagiri or harming others. That is called bullying. Got this? Noisy. Nosy. Nosy means making enquiry without any meaning. That is called nosy. The next one is forgetful. You know this? Forgetful. That is bhulne wala. Okay. Next, very intelligent means brilliant, sharp, right? Then scholar. Scholar also it is brilliant. Got this? He is getting good marks, then we say that that boy is a scholar, right? Then talkative. Talkative means too much talking without any limit. That is talkative. Silly. You know that, silly fellow, right? Then slay. Slay means cunning or deceiver. फंसाने वाला. Okay. Then honest. You know this, honest person, right? Then cunning, again cunning means here deceiver, right? Then loyal, loyal means honest or giving constant support, that is loyal. Rash, again you know, he is a rash boy, he talks anyhow, he shouts like that, okay? Helpful means very cooperative, isn't it? Selfish, selfish means thinking about himself. I need this, I need that, this is for me, that is for me, like that. Thinking about one's own is called as selfish. Strong, you know this meaning, strong, isn't it? Here these are the qualities you have to choose for your characters. Here the second person will choose any 5 characteristics, okay, for your characters, okay. Now the next one is story type. Here so many types of stories are given. You have to choose one. I will tell you the meaning of each type. Okay. Now what is the meaning of fairy tale? You know the fairy tales, isn't it? The meaning is fairy tale means a children's story about magical and imaginary beings and lands. In fairy tales, there are magic will be there and there are imaginary lands will be there or things will be there. Then it becomes fairy tale. Okay. Next one is fantasy. Fantasy story means here activity of imagining impossible or improbable things. It is in this story they are doing the impossible things possible. Then it becomes a fantasy story. Got this? Next one is mystery. Here the meaning is a novel, play or film dealing with a puzzling crime. For example, that is murder and all that. Okay? Then it is called as mystery. Next one is adventure. You know that adventure stories. You like adventurous stories, isn't it? Here, a story of an adventure or heroic tale. Okay, then one boy, he makes the adventure, or one girl, he does the adventure. That Gulliver Travels, that is the best example for the adventurous story. Okay. Next one is ordinary story. Here one person is there or one animal is there. Some events we can write or actions. This is ordinary. With moral or without moral. Okay. Then success stories. Here the story ends in the success. Like that the boy got the success. Or like this the animal got the success. Like this. Here at the end of the story the character gets the success, then it is called as success story. Okay. Next one, funny story. Here funny story means something that is funny. It is amusing and likely to make you smile or laugh. Some stories make us smile or laugh loudly. They are called as funny story. Here we can use Tom and Jerry play. That is the funniest one, isn't it? Next, science fiction. Here the meaning is science fiction is typically deals with imaginative and futuristic concepts such as advanced science and technology, space exploration, time travel, etc. Going 500 years back or going in future, about the aliens, all that comes under the science fiction. Okay. Next is tragic. The story that ends with the sadness or tragedy, that is called tragic stories. Got this? Next one is play. Play means here drama. Something acting will be there, that is called as play. Means by using all these characteristics, you can make or you can write a play also. Got this? Okay, now we have finished A, B and C. Now we will move to the list of D. See, this is D and this tells about time. Yes, students, while writing we use the time or a period, isn't it? See, we start the story like in the time of the caveman, means in old age or in the stone age. Caveman means stone age people, isn't it? Yes. Next we use sometimes once upon a time there lived a king and a queen, isn't it? Like that we start. And sometimes we start 1000 to 500 years ago this happened, there was a magician, like that. Okay, means we have to mention here time. Next is 20 years ago. Then now, the current story we will write using now. Next, 20 years from now, like this also we can write a future story. Then 200 years from now, again we can write about the aliens and all that. Okay, futuristic or science stories, fiction. Okay, then when dinosaurs lived on the earth, like this, we can use anything, but the story must contain a period or time properly. Okay, the last one is places, that is E, places. Here you have to use place or places. You can use 2 to 3 places because we are showing the movement, correct? Our story flows, so we can use different places. Okay, you can use your city area like this, or town, or you can use the village area. If you want to write about the farmer, you have to use village area, right? If you want to write about the Superman, Batman, you need a town or city, isn't it? Like this we have to choose. Then on another planet, if you want to write about the alien story, we have to use different planets, isn't it? Then in a faraway land, you can use anything here. In a faraway land, there was a king, right? Next, in a desert, see this. You can write or you can start a story in a desert, like that you can start, okay? Next place you can take in the forest. About animals, if you want to write, we can use the forest as our place. Or here, when adventurous stories, we can use hill forts, isn't it? Then next, in a big city, again here we can write the stories of superheroes, Supermans. Okay, then in space, yes, again if you want to write the science fiction stories, if you want to travel in time, then we can use for in space, on an island, right? Yeah, on an island, and this is in space, you can write. Or sometimes you can take in a small kingdom, there was a man or there was a milkman, you can write, or there was a king, queen, okay, like this. The place is very important in the story. Okay, dear students, these 5 elements you have to use and you have to write your own story. This is a group project. There are 5 students and they selected all these means characters, characteristics, time, then place, isn't it? And one more thing is type of a story, isn't it? Now you start to write the story. Now here you can see 5 students of a same group. They selected 5 characters, 5 characteristics, story type, time and places. Okay, now they are ready to write the stories. Yes, students, here we can see 5 groups are there and 5 students in each group. They together they are writing their stories. They are thinking, they are doing the imaginations, they are thinking about out of the boxes. Okay, because they want to make their story creative, or they want to make their story very interesting. So they are thinking and they are writing. Okay. Here we will give them 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes we will give them. Let them write their story with the help of their characters, characteristics and the places and the time and the type. Okay. Yes, dear students, group 1 is ready with their story. Okay, first we will see the characters, characteristics, story type, time and place of this. Okay, now here the characters, they took only 2, horse and snail, and the characteristics or the qualities, the horse is proudy and snail is slow but clever. Okay, now the story type is funny story. Next, the time is once there was a horse like that. Okay, good, very good. Last one, place. In the forest. They are going to use animals, so they took the place that is in the forest. Okay, students, now we will listen to their story and also we will watch their story. Okay. The heading is The Horse and the Snail. Once there was a horse. He was very proud of himself. He saw a snail one day. He thought how the slow it moves. The horse asked the snail, "Can we have a race?" The snail was angry with the horse, but said, "Okay, let's do it. We will race on Sunday." The snail went home and called all the snails together. He told them about the race. They made the plan to outsmart the horse. When Sunday came, they led to race. They took hiding places a little distance from each other. All the way from the starting point to the finishing line. The race started. The horse ran a little and looked down. He saw snail ahead of him. He increased his speed. Still, snail was ahead. Horse started running harder and faster. However, the horse had tried. The snail was still ahead of it. Cried out, the poor horse finally gave up and said, "Okay, I lose," said the humble horse. The snail was happy. This is about the story of the horse and the snail. Isn't it funny one? Here, this is group 2 and it is also ready with its story. And the characters used are fisherman and tiny little fish. And the qualities are a greedy fisherman and clever tiny little fish. Okay, the third one story type is ordinary story with moral. Isn't it? Here fisherman is there and tiny little fish which is clever. So it is an ordinary story but some moral is there in the story. Right, very good. Next, the time one day and the place in the river. Okay, they choose the place in the river. Okay, students, we will move to the story. Again, we will hear and we will watch their story. The name of the story is Clever Fish. One day, a fisherman was fishing to river as usual. He threw his net into the river and sat just waiting there for fish to get in so that he could sell lot of fish in the market and get some money out of it. After some time, the fisherman heard some rustle and bustle in the net. Thinking that he must have got lots of fish in the net, he actually took net out of the water and he saw one tiny little fish inside the net. He grabbed and held that fish. But suddenly, the fish started talking to him. The tiny little fish said to the fisherman, "Oh fisherman, please, please, please leave me. Otherwise, I will die out of water." But fisherman did not give any attention to the request of the fish. But then again, the tiny little fish said to the fisherman, "Oh fisherman, I will tell you something which is of your help. If you leave me, I will go to my friends and tell them about you, and I will bring them near to the bank of river, so that when you come next time, you will have much more fish." Fisherman thought for a moment and said, "Wow, that's not a bad deal at all. If I let go one tiny little fish today, tomorrow I will get lot of more fishes, because this tiny little fish will bring all his friends to me." Believing the words of tiny little fish, the fisherman let go this tiny little fish in the river. This tiny little fish was really very happy, and it swam away happily in the river, never to come back. Poor fisherman came next day expecting that there will be a lots of fish that the tiny little fish would bring. But the tiny little fish was very clever, and because of his cleverness, he saved his life from the fisherman. Yes, students, this is all about the story written by the second group. Isn't it nice one? Students, here we heard two stories from group number 1 and group number 2. Isn't it? Now we will see this. Do you have these elements in your story? Yes, there are different elements that must be in the story to make it effective and interesting. Okay, we will see. First one, good description. The story must have good descriptions. We will say example, a tall boy, a strong horse, a big red and fresh apple. Yes, students, here this is tall, strong, a big, red, fresh. These are called as adjectives, isn't it? Here we have to use adjectives in the story to make it more effective. Now in our story, that is Fisherman, we have used a tiny little fish. Tiny and little are the adjectives, isn't it? Okay, this is the first one, that is the story must have good descriptions. Okay. Second point is events and actions. The story must contain events and actions like accidents or racing, adventures, etc. Yes, in the story, which one? That is horse and the snail. Story has racing between them, isn't it? Right? Racing. Like this, each story must contain events, one or two events or actions. Okay? Next, dialogues, conversations or monologues, etc. Here we can give example. Here see, please, please, please help me, said the tiny little fish. Right? Here that is a dialogue, or here we can say the man said, come here. That is conversation between the man and that fish. Okay, here also we can say in the horse and the snail story, horse asked the snail about the race, isn't it? Let's have a race. Then what the snail said? Okay, but we will keep a race on Sunday. Isn't it? That is conversation between the horse and the snail. Yes. Dear students, monologues. Monologues means a character talks alone. Here in the monologues, one character will be there and that only talks. It tells about its experience or its feeling, its thoughts, etc. Okay, that is called as monologue. Next element is some surprises for the readers. Now, to keep in touch with the readers, some surprises should be there in the story. For example, here, by using out of the box thoughts, we have to think critically, okay, while writing the story, so that our reader stays along with the story. Here, snail won the race, isn't it? That is thinking out of the box. Your horse is very strong and it can run with a speed. But here, snail won the race. That is very interesting, surprising one, isn't it? Like this, twisting should be there in the story. Here, one more story, you know that crow and the water thirsty crow. Yes, here the crow used straw to suck the little water from the pot. Earlier, the story has pebbles or stones. The crow puts the stones or pebbles one by one in the pot. Then the water comes up and then the crow drank the water and it flew away. That was the earlier story. Now we can change our story by using this straw. Isn't it surprising or a new one? Right? Like this method or any new innovative ideas we have to use. Okay. Last one is, please share your story with other groups. Yes, students, you know that there are 5 groups. You have to share your story among your friends so that rest of the children may get new ideas and can enjoy your story. Got this? Yes, students, in our class there were 5 groups and all the 5 groups they made their story. They have written their story, isn't it? Now you are at home. So are you ready to write your own story at home by using the characteristics, type, time and place from the textbook? Okay? Yes. To whom are you waiting now? Please start your story. Okay?